What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the Aero metal shed. So I've made a bunch of videos on this shed and building it and all that, everything I've done. So I got a few more things planned. It's mostly done now. I'm just kind of adding on to it one little thing at a time, kind of doing small improvements here and there. So I still want to put a coating on the roof, still want to paint it and everything. But today I'm going to be messing with a little bit of this spray insulation. Balloon in there. So this is the stuff I got. Been wanting to try this out. Great stuff. Wide spray foam sealant. Not really sure how well it's going to work for what I want to do. But like I said, I've been meaning to try this out for a while now. And I can kind of just make a video and give you guys a reference on how well it works for me. Let's come inside here. See, I did a little test run right here where I just spray it on the wall real fast. It seems to be sticking good and everything, and looks like it's gonna work. So one of the reasons why I want to do this is just because any moisture that gets in here kind of condensates onto the inside of this building. It doesn't happen very often. Very rare that I get any water in here, but after really heavy rains, a little bit still kind of seeps in around the side and stuff and gets the floor wet, and then that little bit of moisture in here kind of condensates. So to help that, I'm going to be putting in two little air fans. So I have that planned. I already have the little fans, or the little vents, I mean, they're right here. Just gonna put one of these on each side, and that'll give me some airflow in this shed. But I do want to insulate it. Spraying this spray foam insulation, this will definitely add a little bit more just stability and structure to my shed. So I have a couple dents here and there on the outside, and nothing bad at all, but it's just a little bit annoying. I do my best to be careful around the shed and everything, and I still have a couple little dents. That's one of the downsides to these Aero metal sheds. Adding this this insulation, it's going to add a little bit of structure and just make it a little bit harder for you to dent the shed. That's the idea, at least. And then once I have a garage, I can move a lot of this stuff from in here into my garage. And then this could be another little work area for me. I'm gonna start by getting a lot of this stuff out of here just so I can work a little bit easier. All right, guys, got my glasses on, got long sleeves on, wearing a shirt I don't really care about just in case it gets on me. Seems like it's gonna work pretty good. So I'm gonna start one wall at a time and just see how far these two cans get me. If you guys don't remember, this is a 10 by 12 shed. It says to wear gloves also, but if I get any on me, I'll put some gloves on. Working pretty good. Wow, I went through that whole can already. I guess I gotta try to be a little bit more sparing. I think I was going a little bit too heavy on that one, guys. I'm gonna try to go a little lighter on this next can. all she wrote. All right, guys, so this is how much I got covered with those 2 cans. So I got about half of the one wall done. So I was going a little bit heavy here at the start. Probably could have got a decent bit more coverage if I went thinner, like right there. But I might end up hitting that with a super thin coat again, just to get some really full coverage. So it looks like if I want to finish all the walls with this stuff, I need another 2 cans to finish this wall. Another 2 cans should do the back and the little front that I have on both sides. 2 cans should do that. And then another 4 cans for this side. So I think I need 8 more cans, and that will do all the walls at least. So you're looking at another 160, so $200 in insulation, of spray insulation to do this entire shed, which I'm definitely going to get some more. But actually I'm pretty happy with how it has held to this metal. So you can look at the part that I did first, the little test area, and see it's filled in this little gap right here, this little corrugated section, and it adds a lot of strength. I've added a lot of structure by putting the 2x4s in here and doing some generic framing, and now doing some spray foam will add a lot more structure, plus insulate it. So I'm really happy. I'm gonna get some more cans and continue doing this. All right, guys, it's the next day. I just picked up 3 more boxes of this Great Stuff wide spray foam sealant. So that's 6 more cans. We're gonna see how far these 3 more boxes gets us. All this stuff is really hard now, so it's actually really nice. So far I'm really happy with it. Definitely gives this shed a lot more structure. So if I ever want to relocate this shed, this will help a lot for like keeping it from getting dented and stuff if you want to move it all in one piece. And then now on the outside, all these little rivets, corrugated areas are filled, so it makes denting this a lot harder. So I'll show you on the outside here in a second, but it's really nice. And now if I want to, I can lean some heavier things against this shed on the inside, and I don't have to worry about denting the walls. But let me show you quickly outside. So this is the outside. These are those little corrugated sections, but here, look, if you look, this is an area that hasn't had any foam. See how it can bend real easy, and it wants to make a dent there and a permanent bend. But see how I already dented this one before, but now this is an area that's filled with foam. You can't really dent it. It pushes back a lot more. Like I'm pressing really hard compared to back here. No foam right here. See how easy, and see how the metal's flexing, and you can hear it. If I do it right here where I know there's foam, see how there's really no sound or no give. So it definitely helps a lot. There's Looney Girl. Got these 3 more boxes. We're gonna continue finishing this wall. Probably move to this wall next, maybe. Definitely gonna try to get most of this covered, and then that little corner covered. All right, so I use this blue one. Gives you a little bit of a wider angle. I'm gonna try to move a little bit faster on these ones. Try to get a little bit more coverage. We'll see. All right, let's move over here to this front corner. Okay, that's 1 can down. So I just sprayed 2 cans, got that wall, this wall right here pretty much all done, half of the front done. I'm gonna start working on this little section here, see if I can do pretty much half of this, get this all done with 1 can. I'm pretty sure I can easily do that. We'll see here in a second. Fresh can, turn it a little bit. See, I covered it pretty thin, but it definitely covered all that. I just would like to go over it a little bit more and hit these corrugated areas just a little bit more, just so that gets filled in. Just got that back corner all cleaned off, got that exposed, so now I can use my other can and get that pretty much covered. So for today, this is can number 4. I got 1 box left, so 2 cans left after this one. Worked pretty good. All right, another can down. All right, guys, so like I said, I got 2 cans left. I already got this area all cleared out, so I think I'm gonna hit that real fast. And then up there is where I lean a lot of my shovels and tools and stuff, so I definitely want to get that covered. Then anything left, I guess I'll start taking this stuff off and trying to cover that. I should have most of this shed covered with 4 of those boxes, so 8 total cans covers most of this shed. All right, let me open up my last box. Another can down. Gonna use the last can right here. If I have any extra, I'm just gonna touch up the light spots on the areas I hit already. I like it how it lightens up this area too. Instead of gray walls, now it's kind of like a bright yellow-ish, almost a white. I'm gonna start moving stuff back in here because I know it's gonna rain. All right, guys, so I used all the cans that I had. That was 8 cans total, and I got pretty much all of my walls covered. The only one I didn't do is part of this wall, right where my shelves are. Kind of ran out. 1 more box would probably do it. Definitely get me a little bit of coverage at least. A thin layer like I have on some of the walls. But I actually really like this stuff. So now that I got these walls all covered, it's a really windy day. I've noticed just it's cut back a lot on the noise that this shed makes. So there's not really any more creaking going on. This is just something I've been wanting to do for a while now. Just another one of those small improvements to the shed. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Definitely added a lot of strength to this shed. It makes a lot less noise now. So here's where there's no insulation. See how much noise it makes? And then we'll go on the back here, all this is covered. Just pretty much like made it sound deadening. this noise right here where the foam insulation is now. See that? So that's one of the reasons why I really like it. You can just tell rubbing your hands like this. Here's insulation, and over here's not. And the front, obviously, insulated. For 160 bucks, I got a lot of this, pretty much all of this shed insulated. I probably could have did it a little bit cheaper if I used some type of sheet insulation, but I really wanted to give this Great Stuff wide spray foam sealant. Wanted to give that a go, see how well it worked. And for this application, it actually seemed to work really well. So like I was saying, now I can lean some things against there and don't have to worry about denting the shed. Once I get my garage finished, I can get some of this stuff out of here, make this like another little workshop. I can heat it a lot easier now, and insulation just makes it a lot nicer. A little bit of work, and it makes a big difference. So yeah, hope this video helps some of you guys out if you are on the fence of using some of this stuff. Part of the reasons why I make these videos are for you guys, and I'm kind of like the guinea pig test dummy and seeing how it all works. So yeah, if it did help you out, make sure you drop a big thumbs up down below. I really appreciate it, and helps the video reach a wider audience. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm closing in on 10,000 subscribers, so help me get there, guys. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Peace.